FTX was a crypto exchange company that collapsed in November 2022 and filed for bankruptcy, leaving many investors and celebrities in legal trouble. FTX was one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges, enabling customers to trade digital currencies for other digital currencies or traditional money, and vice versa. It was based in the Bahamas and was run by Sam Bankman-Fried, a young billionaire who had spent millions of dollars lobbying U.S. legislators to institute crypto-friendly regulation. However, things went downhill for FTX after a report by CoinDesk revealed that Alameda Research, a trading firm that Bankman-Fried also founded, held a massive position in FTT, the native token of FTX. The report raised concerns about the leverage and solvency of FTX and Alameda Research, as they had invested most of their funds in their own token, which was not backed by any fiat currency or other cryptocurrency. As the news spread, FTX faced a liquidity crisis and searched for bailout funds. Its rival exchange Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, initially agreed to buy FTX's non-U.S. business, but then backed out after conducting due diligence and finding out that FTX had misused customer funds to prop up Alameda Research. The Bahamas froze the assets of FTX's subsidiary there, and Bankman-Fried admitted that his non-U.S. businesses were insolvent and that Alameda Research would wind down. On Nov. 11, 2022, Bankman-Fried stepped down as FTX's CEO and was replaced by a court-appointed CEO with restructuring experience. FTX filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the U.S., hoping to reorganize its debts and liabilities. However, the situation worsened when FTX reported an alleged hack, suspected to be up to $477 million, and moved its digital assets to cold storage for security reasons. The hack affected hundreds of thousands of customers who had deposited their holdings on the FTX platform. The collapse of FTX has stunned the crypto industry and triggered investigations by the Justice Department and the Securities and Exchange Commission. Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas and extradited to the U.S. In late December he pleaded innocent to all criminal charges on Jan. 3, he faces accusations of fraud, money laundering, market manipulation, and violating securities laws. FTX's downfall has also impacted many celebrities who had endorsed or invested in the company, such as Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and Snoop Dogg. Some of them have been sued by angry investors who claim they were misled by their endorsements. Others have tried to distance themselves from FTX and delete their social media posts promoting the company. FTX's collapse has been one of the biggest scandals in the history of cryptocurrency and has raised questions about the trustworthiness and regulation of the industry. It has also shown the risks and challenges of running a global crypto exchange that offers complex and risky trading options that are not legal in some jurisdictions. In this section, I will tell you about how FTX almost signed a huge sponsorship deal with Taylor Swift, one of the most popular and successful artists in the world, but failed to do so because of legal and financial issues. FTX was a cryptocurrency exchange that was founded by Sam Bankman-Fried, a young billionaire who had a vision of creating a global platform for trading digital assets. FTX was known for its aggressive marketing strategy, which involved partnering with celebrities and sports stars to promote its brand and products. Some of the famous names that FTX had deals with were Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, Naomi Osaka, Shaquille O'Neal, and Steph Curry. But FTX had bigger ambitions. It wanted to sign Taylor Swift, the second most streamed artist on Spotify in 2022, who had just released her record-breaking album Anti-Hero. FTX was willing to pay more than $100 million for a 3-year sponsorship deal with Swift, which would include a ticketing arrangement with non-fungible tokens, NFTs, from the singer-songwriter. FTX reached the late stages of negotiating the deal with Swift's team in spring 2022, and Bankman-Fried himself was personally involved in the talks. However, the deal never happened. Why? Because Taylor Swift was smart and cautious. She asked FTX about its legality and compliance with federal financial regulations. She wanted to know if FTX was selling unregistered securities, which could expose her to legal risks and liabilities. She consulted her legal team and did proper due diligence on FTX before agreeing to anything. FTX could not provide satisfactory answers to Swift's questions. In fact, FTX was operating in a shady and fraudulent way, as it later turned out. FTX was burning through money that it didn't have, and it was facing multiple lawsuits and investigations from regulators and investors. FTX collapsed in November 2022, filing for bankruptcy and leaving thousands of customers and creditors in the lurch. Bankman-Fried and his co-founder Gary Wang were arrested and charged with various crimes related to their crypto business. Taylor Swift dodged a bullet by avoiding the FTX deal. She saved herself from being associated with a scam and a scandal that could have damaged her reputation and career. She also showed that she was not easily swayed by money or fame, but rather cared about her fans and her integrity. Taylor Swift proved once again that she was an anti-hero in the best possible way. One of the biggest stars that FTX tried to lure into their musical deal was Taylor Swift. The pop singer was offered a lucrative contract to promote FTX tokens and perform at their events. However, Swift was not easily fooled by FTX's promises. She did something that none of the other celebrities did. She asked them if their securities were registered with the SEC, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. This was a smart move, because FTX's tokens were not registered as securities, and they were violating the law by selling them to U.S. investors. Swift realized that FTX was a risky and shady business, and she backed out of the deal. She dodged the FTX bullet by being cautious and savvy. She was the only celebrity who did that, and she saved herself from losing millions of dollars and damaging her reputation.